Well, because I was I keep trying to make my like my streaming background and stuff. I keep wanting to make changes to them for different things, so I'm having to go in and make different scenes. So I've yet to make a scene for request streams because I haven't done one since January because I've been busy. Yeah. And I was supposed to do this request stream tomorrow, but I ended up being busy because my dad wants me to visit like 2 days earlier than he originally told me to go and house sit for him.
Ooh, okay. First of all, what Lego parts did you get and what?
I just tried to use my iPad like a mouse, or with a mouse.
Oh, I've done that many times. The number of times I had my iPad open.
Okay, now I got my chat.
Excellent question, Mr. Rapture. Louise. Yeah.
And now I just need to pull up some music because I get quiet sometimes and I worry that people get bored if there's no music in the background. Yeah.
That's one of the nice things I haven't lied about.
What music did I used to put on? Damn. I have like royalty-free lo-fi hip-hop music that I just put on, and I keep... There it is, or one of them. There we go, now people don't gotta be bored. Yeah, it's because he's using Picardo and I'm using YouTube. That's why I suggest you, if you're wanting to...
Oh, I found the wrong way of
YouTube. So yeah. Oh, I always forget about Blue Sky. Like, I gotta let Blue Sky know that I'm doing stuff. Well, I would think that the easiest thing to do was, if they're gonna watch both streams at the same time, having one muted, because you're just gonna be hearing echoes because we're both talking. The only difference is I have background music that's playing on mine, so that's like... Did I not make an announcement? And now the people on my stream get to watch me throw together a... No, you know what? I'm just gonna use the same one that I used earlier. Okay. Insert clip from John Tron going, fuck it. Hit me. Okay, cool. Everything's set up. Now I can up in here. Oh, I gotta remember what the. I haven't read Alfie in so long. Not since the Goblins, like the Goblin arc. That's about when I just forgot that it existed. Because we got busy, we were moving and stuff.
This is what the goblin. I like
Alfie, Goblins. Oh, actually, the wiki's probably the best to go with. Okay, that's cool. There's an art by Encase Wiki, and it only has a written description of the goblins, no pictures. I'm getting like every other kind of goblin except for these specific Alfie goblins. I'm gonna have to go. Hello! Yeah. Oh, that's... I don't know what I was expecting by clicking OK on the 18 plus picture. A goblin sitting spread eagle. Yeah, I just, I was not prepared. I mostly just wanted to... I just wanted to look at, like, the... Yeah, and instead of going digging through comic pages, I found the Reddit. Nope, but there was a lot of detail put into that, those private parts. Hello, hello! Okay. I've got 2 drawings in the queue already. If anybody else wants to throw out their suggestions, I'll write them down and get to them. And first one up is enchiladas. And this is where I try not to do any sketching because I'll get stuck in the,
It's not drawn perfectly yet.
JJ always has her little Animu phone charm. Can y'all hear me now? I'm gonna see if maybe this mic is being dumb. I have a backup mic. Backup mic on the charger just in case. Or you know what? All those fails, I'm just gonna switch to my good old trusty $5 lapel mic, which to this day has never failed me. These digital ones, or these Bluetooth ones, I'm gonna swap to old reliable. Hopefully that fixes it and then I don't gotta... Weird buzzing noise. Can you guys hear it now? I just switched mics.
Buzz is gone.
Cool. Yes, thank you. It was turn that one off. I swear, sometimes these mics want to work and they work really well, and then other times they just decide like, no thanks. You good. You don't need us here.
What's that?
That's what I'm wearing. Oh! Linkavant is barfing up a hairball out front of our door. Yeah, the stray cat came to visit and he's barfing up a hairball. That's what we were hearing. Hi, Linkavant. Oh, him and Tatsu have locked eyes. Well, Tatsu won't do anything. It's Riley who will.
She's just more curious. If anything, we can bang yell at Tatsu. You got a good one?
Yeah, Jeannie's like, hey everyone, don't mind me. I'm just a reporter for The Atlantic. Not sure how I got into this chat. I say that's a joke, son. Oh, now Tatsu got some balls. Watch him go.
You can't harass my mommy.
Excuse me, chat. I'm gonna go scare off a stray cat that's harassing my cats. Riley, I got it. Riley?
No, Riley.
I got it. Yes, yes. He's going away. Get off my lawn, you crazy cat. It's okay, Mama. The kitty's gone. You're fine. Luckily, I don't have to do much to harass him. He sees me approach. He's a feral cat, so he sees me approaching the door, and he's like, nope. She looks like she wants to pet me, and I'm not about that. I've lived that life. Well, if he's feral, no, he hasn't. Okay, eat my churr.
Well, who knows? Maybe he used to have a nice little home. Took off because too many pets.
Well, whatever it is, I wish he'd stop coming over here. Okay, so I think he has a crush on Riley.
Yeah. Oh, on my headcanon is that,
And Tatsu seems to have a crush on Enoch. Riley might even have a crush on Enoch, because she never tries to hiss at her or anything. She just stares at her longingly out the window.
I think it's more like, yeah, I get you. I've been where you are.
I, too, was a pregnant teenage mom. But then I got my act together and got adopted.
You can do the same, I believe.
Okay, the big ears, green, and yeah.
I don't. Oh, is it normal for pet owners to ship their pet? I imagine so. If they're cat owners.
Yeah.
Only if they're cat owners. I can't imagine. Okay, contrast.
I mostly I ship animals in terms of like, oh, this is your mom and this is your crazy uncle and this is your sibling. So Lee's new leopard gecko, Tatsu's really interested in her and wants to like just get up and look at her. And so I keep being like, aw, Tatsu, do you want to get a look at your little sissy? Now remember, she's friend, not food.
Just want to play around with them, back them under the refrigerator, that sort of thing.
This is for real.
This is starting to be better. We got some.
Gotta make the filter mode. I'm trying to remember what androids have. They have like, yeah, for like the camera button.
Oh, the phone. Like you meant like Android machines.
Hilariously, I really don't talk about androids the machines too often. Usually if it's in the context of like AI, it's usually filled with expletives. Okay, let's see if I can... draw these Tubi and Dorky with a filter. They got like big ass ears. Right now for exotic pets, as a no, it's spiders and scorpions. I can't bring myself to it. I don't know, maybe that changes if I ever muster up the courage to hold a spider. But right now, I can be in a room with a spider. We went to a reptile expo recently, and I didn't like scream every time I saw a tarantula vendor. But I still can't bring myself to like hold one. I didn't cry a little. At least I didn't pee myself like you did.
I had to go to the bathroom, and it wasn't a fear reflex. I really needed to go. There was one bathroom stall left.
All the porta potties were full. You were holding all of Lee's plants. I have an appreciation for spiders after learning about them a little more, but I still can't. Nope. Can't even... I do have just a goal for myself, which is, what was it? I have a goal to one day be able to hold, like, a tarantula or a jumping spider in my hand and not cry. Like, personal goal of mine. Don't know if I will ever achieve it, but I will certainly try. Also, I haven't had an excuse to, like, hold an arachnid.
Today's a learning day.
Every day's a learning day. Especially when you're starved for knowledge. Like me.
Sometimes I'm just starved.
I mean... Hey Lee, are those nachos done yet? Or taco? Nah, she's watching the news on her laptop. I can see her from here. That's Kim. No, not the snakes. Yeah, spider folks. I don't know too many. No, wait, I know one spider folk. My aunt is a tarantula owner. What was it? The person that I adopted my snake Precious from, she's a tarantula breeder in Massachusetts, and I used to follow her on Instagram when I used Instagram, and she'd post videos of her, like, with her camera pointed at the bathroom mirror, and she's just got this big tarantula, like, climbing on top of her head and, like, across her face, and it's just, ugh. I haven't met any scorpion people yet, but I imagine they would be along the same lines as the spiders. Everybody's trying to get a hold of me now. Oh, I'm gonna read that later. That's all story notes. Actually, I want to ask that question to Tim also. Hey, Tim.
Yep.
As far as exotic pets go, what are your hard no's? Like, for instance, Colin Draws, who asked the question, said for them it's spiders.
Yeah,
it's the same for me.
I definitely wouldn't do spiders. Honestly, I'm kind of I'm not really the animal person. I'm pretty mellow.
It's me. I'm the zookeeper of the house.
I'm the zookeeper of the house. Like, for myself, I can't really see myself getting a cat.
Okay, then what is a hard no of an exotic animal that I'm, like, that you would not want me to have?
Well, I'm not about to tell you what not to do for the most part.
Bro, you're my landlord. You can.
Yeah, but, you know, you haven't really come forward with, hey, I'm getting that. So, like, for me, it's mostly, hey, just, you know, don't get too much because you got enough to take care of. Push yourself. I think venomous snakes, for the most part, even the ones, I know you like the hog nose, but that would make me concerned. And,
because they're rear fang venomous.
even though they're rear fang venomous, it means they have to chew on you. Fellow no pet owner person.
Tim has a pet. Tatsu. Your son. Your fluffy boy. Your cuddle nugget.
You didn't care about me. Yeah, boy.
I've seen him cuddle on your lap before.
Yeah, back when he was, back when he was a snuggly type. Gulped right into my microphone. growing up, we always had dogs or dog singular. We never had more than one dog at a time.
I grew up with 5 cats minimum. I keep telling Lee and Tim, because we have the 2 cats right now, I'm like, guys, they seem lonely. We should get them a friend. And every time they look at me and they say, Mel, no. Although I was genuinely surprised. I told Lee earlier when I was making lunch. I was like, hey, if we get a bearded dragon, then we have the trifecta of basic bitch reptiles. And instead of just immediately knocking that down, Lee was like, we're not getting a bearded dragon yet, but I think we'll end up with one eventually. I was like, yes! You're a basic bitch. Because those are like the 3... Well, actually, I'm gonna throw in crested geckos, because they're really popular too. We will have the quad force of basic bitch reptiles. Bearded dragon, leopard gecko, ball pythons, and a crested gecko. Exotic, like I have a list of animals I would like to get at some point. I've never been really comfortable with calling it like another animal for my collection. I just legitimately love animals and just, yeah. But they're not collector's items. I don't want to trade them. I want to love on them and put little hats on them. So my next snake that I want to get is a hognose, which I mentioned a couple of times. And I don't know when I would ever be able to get one of these. I'm kind of digging the idea of a false water cobra or a Vietnamese blue beauty.
Definitely something.
Okay, so false water cobras are rear-fanged venomous, like the hognoses. But they're called false water cobras because they hang out near water, and when they're upsetty spaghetti, they flatten their heads to look like a cobra. But their main food is like frogs. But they're really pretty. Lee got to hold one when we went to Clint's Reptiles, and it almost pooped on her. She handed it off to the volunteer right before it was able to do any disgusting damage. Oh, so the next snake I want to get is a hognose. Like that's gonna happen. Ideally, I'd like to rescue one. And then wish snakes that I wish that I could get would be a false water cobra, blue beauty. I would love a Burmese python. that's like the biggest snake that I would go for. If I were to get a reticulated python, it would be one of the smaller localities.
Enchilada says check out your Discord.
Check out my Discord.
Ooh, meat pies in the oven for lunch.
Ooh, hungry. Oh, okay, it's just a circle. Perfect. Thanks, Enchilada.
Enchilada. I have the dog. Kids got the cats. They left the cats behind when we moved out. What the? That's it. Not a reflection on you. I'm just saying that's not a poor move on that part.
I say it's a good move. You get the cats.
Yeah, I mean, Enchilada comes out of it.
Actually, what happened with my younger sister was she moved out and took a cat that was originally supposed to be my cat. Yeah, though that was that whole stupid thing that I told you guys about where, like, my sister was saying, like, you can't take care of a cat. but yeah, she took that cat, and then while she was going to school, she adopted a kitten, and then she moved. The other cat passed away because she had some type of cancer that showed up out of nowhere. But then once she moved to her new place, she got another cat, so that she always had like 2 cats at one point. And I still just have the 1 cat. Well, okay. Technically, 1.5 cats, because Lee and I kind of co-parent a little bit. Which honestly kind of works out with all 3 of us taking care of the animals, because then we share the burden.
For now, it is. I know that the code got out. I know it got shared somewhere, so there are some non-Patreon. Words from my face. I know that there are some non-Patreon people in there. But,
have you assigned roles in your a lot of access from Patreon to Discord?
You know what? I have not.
I'll help you out with that, because what it'll do is anybody who is a patron and has a Discord, which is how they would get in there, obviously, it automatically assigns them a special label. So you can set it to where certain channels are only accessible by people who have that access label.
Yeah, I know I have a Patreon bot in there. Yeah, I haven't messed with the settings in a long time. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, it's set up, it's done, alright, I had other things to do, I'll move on, and then just started having fun with Discord, because I didn't realize how much fun Discord was. I figured, okay, this isn't for me, this is for my followers, and I'll be able to enjoy it and stuff. I was kind of worried that this would be another place I had to post, and end up being a lot of fun.
Yeah. My Discord's finally got some blood going in it, so. It's mostly been sharing food pics. I shared a picture of those vanilla strawberry lemon thyme waffles with whipped cream. I need to write down that recipe because those were delicious. I need to make them again, actually, just.
Yeah, I've shared some bread pics and some pizza in there. To make sourdough stuff. Sourdough bread. It just occurred to me that this is only the first of 2 bases that should have a second place. Where did I put it? This.
Check the chat real quick because I saw some stuff go up. Oops. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. Oh. Enchilada mentioning about having to be there with the cat at the end of its life. Yeah, we had to do that. Oh god, when was that? Yeah, we got to experience that in 2023. Lee's cat had to get put down, and it was very sad for all of us. I do not think there was a dry eye in the apartment for a solid week. Let's see. I saw something in here about reptile enclosures. Oh, that'd be cool for a custom enclosure. I'm like struggling with starting mine. Like all the pieces are cut out. And when I wanted to start putting them together, I realized that they were a little, one of the cuts on the cuts on 2 of the boards were just a little off center, and I was getting too perfectionist with it. And found out I didn't have any screws. I couldn't find any wood screws in the workshop. A lot of nails. My god, we have nails for days. But I needed wood screws. And the hardware store had just closed.
It was nice having Ace Hardware stuff.
Yeah, like, people were super helpful there. Like, I couldn't walk more than like 3 feet without somebody asking me if I needed help. No thank you, I'm lost on purpose. I am just observing and admiring your lovely little hardware store. And
it does have like a small town shop atmosphere.
Yeah, that's the thing that I like about a lot of Ace Hardwares is that every one's kind of unique and like that. The one in Vacaville is very similar, where it's like you're walking through and just like everything is like it's kind of claustrophobic, but not in a bad way. Like it's not like the store is just a mess, because they're actually really clean stores and organized when you look at them. It's just like the aisles are just a little smaller than like when you go shopping at Lowe's or something like that. The hardware store, not the clothing store. I have to distinguish that, since finding out that Australia, their Lowe's is a clothing store.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a very Tim thing to do. But yeah, I finally got the screws for the enclosure. Now I just need to assemble it. But then I was thinking of assembling it today, so that everything could dry while I was out of town. But then I saw that it's supposed to rain, and the workshop is not really walkable or functioning, so I was like, I'll put it off. At least until the rain goes away and I'm back in town. Hopefully I'll have because we're almost done with one project, so hopefully I'll be able to have at least a small space to stack enclosures. Because my poor snakes need to get out of their plastic boxes. At the very least, I might fix up Precious's glass enclosure again, especially since it's no longer like freezing cold. I took her out of there because her enclosure would not hold humidity, or not humidity, it would not hold any warmth, like, and my room has like no insulation, so it was routinely getting into like the 40-50 degrees every night. And that could seriously hurt my snakes. And I don't want my snakes hurt.
It's cold in there. Living in that room in December.
Yeah, hopefully we can figure out something. I'm wondering if it's going to be as simple as just recalking the outside or the windows.
Quite possibly.
The snake
Nothing else
boxes.
is going to be a solid start.
Oh, so I did use an electric blanket for the snake box. For a little bit. So I actually stole Tim's heated blanket because he bought one for using it as desk, but then ended up not being able to use it as his desk. So I borrowed it for a while to put on top of the Precious's plastic box. Because even though I had 3 heaters set up for it, it was still having trouble maintaining heat. Because it was just that cold. But now, yeah, especially yesterday, I think she might have gotten a little overheated because it was so hot in my room. And then it's supposed to get cold because we got a cold snap coming tomorrow, I think. Yeah, so it was 85 degrees today. No, it was yesterday. So yesterday was 85 degrees, and then today it was like 82 or something. And then tomorrow it's supposed to drop down to the 60s, and we're supposed to get some rain. So my body's going to be having weather-based whiplash. But yeah, the problem with snakes is, specifically the snakes that I have, if it gets below, like 60 degrees, but when it gets below like 70 degrees, their metabolism starts to slow down, so it takes longer for them to digest food. But when it gets below like 60 degrees into the 50s, the snakes start actively getting sick.
And wants to say it was just the best.
Yay! Thanks, Enrique.
Sorry, I've been quiet, everybody. I'm listening. I'm also concentrating.
I can't help it. I have.
No. It's not a problem. Or at least not for me. It's not. I'm winning stuff.
But yeah, when temperature gets down to like less than 60 degrees, the snakes start actively dying. So I love my scale babies and want them to live a very long time. They have the capacity to live 20 to 40 years. I will probably be gifting these reptiles to my nibblings. Oh, Tim, cutest thing. So since I'm gonna be in Vacaville for a bit, I reached out to a couple of my friends to be like, hey, I'm gonna be in town and I'd love to see you and the kiddos. And one of my friends, her daughter loves my reptiles. I brought my snakes over for her to meet shortly after we'd moved to this area. Oh no, this was when we were in Chico because we did a soft evacuation. Or I did a soft evacuation, went to visit my dad. I brought my snakes with me, and so when I was visiting my friends, her daughter had never seen snakes before. So I was like, oh, I'll bring them by and she can meet them. She's now obsessed. She keeps asking her mom, like, when's Auntie Mel gonna visit with her snakes? And so when I reached out to hang out, she was like, I gotta ask, because the kid's gonna ask as soon as she finds out you're coming to visit, are you gonna have scale babies with you? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have scale babies with me, but we'll have to figure out a time for you guys to come over and hang out, and you can see them because they got bigger. But yeah, I love it. The most out of context review for a heated blanket possibly ever. Works well, kept my noodles warm, runs a little hot. Best feline friend. Love that. Love doing Indonesian mythology skills. Yeah, it's one of the funniest things is being a part of like I'm a part of a couple of like reptile Reddit groups, and just snake owners are the best because half the time they want to name, like, there's those people who are like, oh, I named my snake Nagini or Severus or like really snake themed names. And then there are other people who name their snakes basic things like Kevin, Toby, Janet. And then there's other people who name their snakes ridiculous things like Potato or God, I'm trying to remember what there was a couple like really great snake names that people came up with.
There's that one guy on YouTube that's a really good one. It's like this is I guess it was their lizard, but their lizard's name was Potato.
Oh, what was it? Somebody named their snake like Linguini Dan or something.
Yeah, this is a commission part, and I'm kind of behind on my commission. Ended up being a busier month than I anticipated.
I've been getting very distracted, and this request is taking much longer than it probably should because I got distracted talking about snakes. How to derail Mel. Ask her questions about snakes. Or just mention snakes. She'll distract herself.
Yeah, I'm kind of pushing myself on this one because I wanted to do something interesting with hair. And I'm actually having a bit of a struggle with it.
Yes, excellent. Monty Python references are being dropped in the chat. Me personally, I like naming my snakes like very not scary things. Like Lee and I named we named the first snake Precious because she was a precious little baby.
Okay, there it is. This is.
And then Scully because she's got a little skull on her back.
And I knew there was a layer that had a hole in it, messing me up. And I think I can fix this. I'm just going to get into the line art.
Legit though, I do crack up every time somebody is like, oh, she needs a molder. I have never played Pathfinder, but I've heard amazing things about it. I heard the goblins and the tieflings are much better in Pathfinder than in D&D. God, I miss running D&D games. Maybe that's the thing I'll do this summer. Try to at least run a D&D game for my old group, especially now that we're back in California. Well, you got like 4 months, so.
I got started early. You heard no such thing in July. Heard no such thing. Huh, why is it? Oh, okay. No wonder. All right, there.
Oh, it's just a cute little bunny.
Turn down super low. There we go. All right.
Tim,
So,
what is a fond memory from high school? Or a fun memory?
or, you know, just a memory that doesn't piss you off.
It wasn't in high school, but I was in high school at the time. But it wasn't at high school. It had nothing to do with high school.
Okay. Is there more, or is that...
I was just saying that high school sucked.
High school did suck. There's a reason I left after 1 year. I found a loophole and I took it.
Well done. Well done.
The funny memory that I have from high school was the time that we would get to we'd get to school early to hang out outside the school, not because we wanted to do homework or anything, we just liked hanging out. And somebody would always bring a hacky sack, and we'd be playing hacky sack outside in front of the school. And a friend that I'd known since middle school, his name's Kevin, he got tossed the hacky sack, and this dude managed to somehow kick himself in the face, and thus was born the Kepic fail, which was far worse than an epic fail, because you had to be Kevin to achieve that level of failure. Yeah. Dude now does voice acting.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised that he even ended up going into voice acting, because he was always quoting Team 4-Star. Him and my friend David had the entirety of, like, all the quotes and everything memorized, and would just immediately start going off back and forth with each other. And they were really good at doing the voices, so it's like, yeah, okay, I could see voice acting was a good career choice. Or he's attempting to make it a career. So, low-key goal for me is like, okay, Kevin, one day, both of us guest at a convention together. That'd be really cool.
That would be really cool. I'm about to try a thing. We can see how it works.
Me too.
And I'm semi-confident. So let's do this. I like.
Control Z. Control Z! Okay.
No.
I gotta bring up that cursed goblin image again.
Yeah, there are other goblin drawings you can keep methods. Probably better time is going to Pet Smithy and checking out the latest chapter.
Okay. I was able to see what I needed to see. The only reason this one's taking longer than usual to do is because Alfie goblins are just a little bit different than regular goblins. Hmm?
A chat of goblins. Damn, I look away for like 5 minutes and they're already breaking down the genealogy of the word goblin.
Okay, I think I understand here. Which is fine. And suspect that was clear. But it was worth a try. You can see, I think you could better see what I was trying to do here in this step. Get that forward. But I'm not liking the way it's set.
What? For those who weren't here earlier when I was explaining the first request that I got, first request was about drawing JJ and Ian taking a selfie with a goblin filter that turns them into the goblins from an adult webcomic called Alfie.
Oh. How far along is page 67? I will show you. It's right up here. It's just a sketch. Pencil work. Pencil in quotes. This is going to be about rock. Just going to do the line art and the tones, which I should probably be doing right now, but
But you didn't.
focusing on the color, which is a little lower impact on me, and also really want to get this mission done. It's staring at me.
And
Get myself back up and try and trim.
Oh.
A lot of things, but
that's too much better.
I've been begging for you to complete it. Yeah. Well, I'm way off my schedule. I set a schedule for myself. I try not to make. Yeah, I try not to be too hard on myself if I'm not with my schedule, but yeah. Going back to the whole. Put it on.
And I think yeah, there we go. No, do not delete. I always assumed the genealogy of the word goblin came from goblin these nuts. Poetry. What was I doing? Oh, I was adding a little bit of gradient in the background. Because that's really boring background. God damn it, JJ. It's my fault. I'm sorry, JJ. You didn't deserve that.
Oh, this is an angle I can work with.
Oh. Why isn't my gradient showing up? You have it set to erase. Oh.
All the time. Oops.
Don't take my chat away.
Long flowing hair has always been my nemesis. I love long flowing hair, don't know. It's hard to color.
Watch there actually be a filter out there for taking pictures that turn you into a goblin.
I don't think so. Hey, Code 32's here. We
Hey.
can relax now.
I was seriously panicking.
Artist finding about this.
I was gonna have Tim take me to the ER. I couldn't breathe right.
Well, welcome to the party. I'm running a little slow tonight. Do my thing.
He'll perk up after he gets some nachos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we get some
You-
nachos. Nachos and nachos.
You should go get some nachos. I'm gonna finish this image, which I'm almost done with, and then I will also get nachos and then come back. And that should be plenty of time for chat to give me some more requests to add to the list.
Oh, so we discovered a movie.
Yes! Oh my god.
Bill Burr has a small part in it called, what was that called again, Mel?
Zombiever.
Zombiever.
I'm gonna share the link in my chat, and I will share it in your chat so other people may discover the amazingness that is Zombiever.
Whatever is you're thinking of right now, yes.
And no.
And it is so much more. But you're definitely thinking along the right lines. And we got to watch a science video about it.
I gotta find out where this movie is playing. Opening browser. There we go. Alright, chat, while we're taking a snack break, you guys could enjoy this lovely video about Zombiever and the science behind how it could work.
Zombie beavers? What a ridiculous notion.
What is that, guys?
Oh, wow. I remember Attack of the Show. G4 back in the day. I remember when they tried to bring G4 back, and it's like, hey, we're going to bring G4 back, and we're going to relive the glory days. It's like, nah, it's not going to work, guys. I'm sorry. It's past. The time has passed. The moment is done. And man, what a party it was.
And I'm going to jump into Tim's chat and drop the link there.
What a party. I like Nocturnal Emissions. That was a wild thought. It was just a 30-minute sort of, what would you call it? Just montage of all these weird video game trailers and cutscenes, and it was so randomized. It was wild. It had some great stuff. Grown-up games. Zombiever.
I really like that guy's videos.
Yeah.
They're, even when I don't understand what he's saying in regards to the science, I'm like, ah, yes!
Yeah, highlighting it. The whole show is just highlighting it.
Ooh. I actually really like this drawing.
I really like this drawing. I just wish I can make it look a little. Oh, I should have got to do that there. That's okay. I'm gonna fix that right now. I'm just gonna copy this. Go back. Before I made all those changes.
Luckily, I recently drew a page that involved taking selfies, so I'm pretty adept at drawing the selfie finger.
So yeah, attack of the show, nocturnal emissions.
It's a very cursed name for a show.
There was this one show that they had. It was animated. It was an 8-bit animation about people working at a video game.
Oh, Code Monkeys.
Code Monkeys.
Code Monkeys is so cursed.
Yeah, that was a strange show.
Definitely early 2000s humor.
Yeah, there's so much you couldn't get away with anymore.
Oh no, yeah, there are some jokes. There are some jokes that did not age very well.
Doesn't bother me. I still like them.
Hey Tim, here's a joke from the chat. Did you hear about the service member who got his eyelids blown off? They grafted his foreskin onto his face, and it actually worked really well. He's a bit cockeyed now, though.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Draws.
Oops, that did not work. Okay, I definitely need some fuel. Go in, get some fuel, and I'll cut back to this. Iron the
Juice.
Exactly. Okay. I will be hard.
Oh, I'm trying to remember something funny from. Okay, Tim, give me a quote from the Alfie comic with the goblins, because I know they like to shout things out at people. Or chat if you remember any.
Oh, now is the time for industry. 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 I thought that scene was so funny because that was when the youngling goblins came walking in. I have a feeling they're going to be negotiating a deal with them. I will be right back.
Industry. Well, damn, now I want nachos. I will get my nachos. I swear, I can draw fingers. I'm gonna leave it there. It's getting too complicated. Enchilada. 5 goblins. Alfie. Oh, gotta do my Siggy. Boop. Okay, I too am gonna take a snacky break. And while I'm taking a snacky break, if people want to drop requests in the chat, I will add them to my list. Unless I don't feel like drawing them, which that is a rule that I have. Okay, so before I go, just since most people are here, request rules. Patreon and Ko-fi supporters get priority on their requests being sketched during the request time of the live stream. Rosengard, you count in there because you paid for the new camera, essentially. So make sure you drop something in there too. Requests can be of anything I can easily pull up references for, or that you can provide a direct link to, and it must be appropriate for general viewing. Must be SFW, because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. And you must be in the chat to have your request worked on. That's more to prevent people from, like, jumping in and being like, oh, draw this, and then leave. I can refuse a request on any grounds, even if it's just I'm not vibing with the request. Sometimes I just don't vibe with the request. And rules and guidelines can be updated at any time. So I'm gonna take a snacky break and unplug the microphone so you guys don't hear me just devouring nachos. But then I will be back in about 5-10 minutes. I await to see what shenanigans are in the chat when I get back. Alright, I will return! back and full of nachos.
Oh, it was right. Thank you. It's like I'm wearing my glasses. I'm wearing my reading glasses.
Nice. So here's the first request. It got changed to include Ian.
Yeah. Nice.
Gerblin mode.
Very nice.
And then just what I was doing while my stream was silent.
Yes, I saw that. That's the one I was admiring.
Mm-hmm. Belongs in the Louvre.
So yeah, Dominic Noble does Lost in Translation videos. He'll talk about how. Hey,
Okay,
here's the movie,
cockatiel.
and here's how it's different from the book. And he's really, really good at sharing like the little details and things. He'll do really good analysis and stuff. Really good reviews. And enjoy his book a lot. And he's got this lovely British accent.
Aww. So, my next request that I got was to draw a cockatiel. And I had a cockatiel when I was in middle school. I didn't have it for very long because he decided to fly out the door when I was answering the door to get a UPS package.
Oh. I hope it was a good package.
It was like my dad's. It was something my dad ordered, and just I remember just running down the block trying to get that bird to come back. So that sucked, but I love cockatiels. I wanna get one again. We have a cage. It's the perfect size for a cockatiel. Well, it's not tall, but one day.
That came from? Nope. Whoa, that is the wrong layer. Ooh, there we
Lee and Tim are gonna fight me for attempting to get a cockatiel.
go. Well, we had a couple of birds there for a while. They did not survive the cold. That was a rough day. Would love to see Dominic Noble review the novel Empress Truth.
Oh no.
I have indeed heard of that rabbit hole.
Are you going to explain?
It is considered the worst book ever read. And it is long. It is a piece of work. It's a whole rabbit hole. I'll send you a link.
Oh no.
Actually, there's a channel, a YouTube channel called Down the Rabbit Hole. That's actually a really good channel to start with. So let me just real quickly. Hop on over to YouTube. So give me an excuse to grab a couple of bites of this here. Not that. What? Oh my word. No, what did I just say I was going to... Oh, down the rabbit hole.
Let's see, the kind of cockatiel that I had. I'm waiting for Enchilada to jump in and be like, oh my god, cockatiels, they like destroyed my fields or whatever. Because they're pretty prevalent in Australia.
I haven't watched this video in a long time, but this is the Princess Teresa Down the Rabbit Hole that I'm showing.
Cockatoos, oh no.
Oh, cynical review. I haven't seen cynical.
This was what my cockatiel looked like. Just a basic bitch gray.
The problem with BDSM stories is that fantasy, first layer of fantasy shades, second layer BDSM fantasy tradition. Like first 50 shades, kind of like the second layer. Yep. It's very difficult, and even the first one, 50 Shades, was just not. Yeah. It's also one of the reasons I got into writing it, because it's like, oh man, there's so much potential for this, for fun, humorous. Because it's like a lot of hentai and stuff is fun and silly and humorous. Unfortunately, a lot of it is also just extremely rapey.
I got curious and looked up cockatoos, because I know what a cockatoo looks like, but I didn't know that they had so many different colors.
Here, vibrant phase.
Yeah, this one's fabulous.
That kind of fabulous?
Yes. This is... I want to make it bigger so Tim can see it across the room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that. That crest.
That bird's got so much fighting energy going on right now.
A Miami bird right there.
Australian, apparently.
No, this is Miami. On all that. It's all clubs.
Damn destructive bastards. Tatsu. Little man. Little man. Why are you upset? Is it because I'm little and I don't got no thumbs? Nobody takes me seriously. Baby boy.
I'm definitely gonna finish this thing. One way or another. It looks good. It just doesn't look finished. And it's the hair. It's definitely the hair on the bottom. Oh, here's one from DJ Umber. Now, a lot of the colors, when they come from the breeders, are actually stains that are seeped into the egg in the later stage of incubation.
Oh, damn.
So only trust the colors you see on adults.
Did not know that. I keep that in mind. Oh, I don't plan on ever getting any cockatoos. Those things, like, cockatiels, at least when they bite, yeah, it hurts. It's like, but it's not a big deal. But cockatoos, they'll take a thumb off. I like this description. There's all the other destructive bastard parrots in Australia. I'm like, oh yeah, well, that seems to describe like most animals in Australia. Do 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 do
I got an idea.
do.
Got an idea. Try this out. See what happens.
Do 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 do.
Ready?
Do do.
Here's what we're gonna try. Oh, a good friend in college had an African gray. Those birds are just honorary bastards.
Yeah. There's a couple of videos of African gray parrots. Like, they're so easy to teach swears to. And there's this video that I watched before of this Irish guy rescued okay, he wasn't African gray, he was a cockatoo, but he rescued a cockatoo from somebody who had him in like
too small of a cage. Like, bird could barely, like, spin around. And just only taught him swear words. So, he was... Yeah, so the new owner got him a new cage and everything, and so, he ceremoniously stomped on the old cage for the bird. As he was like, yeah, is that what we should do? He's like, fucking fuck, cage, fuck!
I tried my best to do one of the Muppet songs, because my dad taught my cockatiel how to whistle a couple of different songs. So we taught him how to whistle the Muppet song, the do 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 do. And he also taught him how to whistle the Andy Griffin Show theme song.
But did he teach them the Dick Van Dyke Show?
I don't think we got to that point yet before Rocky decided to go for a flight.
That would have been the final form.
Yeah. Named him Rocky because he had his little rocker's crest. But also I would leave the local rock station on for him when I would go to school, so he would just get to listen to rock music all day. And his favorite song was Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Like, he had his little dances and stuff that he would do to different songs that he liked, but that one was the one where he would walk across his bar, bobbing his head, and then walk over to the edge of the bars and just start screaming along with the song. I miss cocktails.
I'm gonna try this thing. See if I can get this. Thanks for posting all the time lapse video. Oh, you're welcome. I finally figured out why I couldn't share. So finally got that one. Wait, what's going on here? This is the wrong layer. It's not working.
I haven't drawn a cockatiel in so long. Alright. Cockatiel with its crest up. And favorite hell of a boss side character. Hey, you guys can post links.
Okay, you know what? I think what I was trying to do with the colors just isn't coming out the way I want.
Palm cockatoos are scary.
I would have to do everything with highlights, and that would require me to put more time into this thing. So I've already put a lot of time into
So, I'm getting distracted looking at all the different cockatoos and birds that Australia has. Oh, cockatiels. Oh, here's the sulfur-crested cockatoo. This is the bastard that destroyed your tree. Hey, there's a spike that is a woman. She's a comic publisher in Chicago. C. Spike Trotman. Tatsu, you're being rude. It's so funny seeing these different birds in Australia. It's like, oh, these are just wild birds. Whereas, like, some of these birds, the only time that I've seen them is, like, in the exotic section of zoos and stuff. Like, did you ever go to Six Flags in Vallejo, Tim?
Did you ever go into the lorikeet room at all?
Oh, I don't even remember what that was. It's been a long time. What
So,
was it?
it was at Six Flags in Vallejo. They had, they don't have it anymore, but they had a room where you can go in and you could, feed and hang out with lorikeets for, like, 15 to 20 minutes, and you could feed them and stuff.
Nah, I don't
So-
think I ever did that.
Oh, well, I loved going in that room because the lorikeets are so pretty. This is what a lorikeet looks like.
Oh.
They're just wild in Australia, and here you have to pay money to get near them. Or, you know, they cost like a ton of money to have as pets.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call this done. I had some other stuff to work on. I'm quite good. Wait.
Aw.
Wait, I gotta fix that foot.
A double-eyed fig
I
parrot.
did this thing where I had this one toe lower than the others because I wanted it to just contract now, probably head down.
Here, we'll take a...
But I think if I just blend this all just a little bit.
Hey, Tatsu. No. I'm gonna change... I'm slightly distracted.
Oh, I'm too distracted. But that's okay. I'm having fun.
I will add it to the list. Shillelagh. What is shillelagh?
Shillelagh is a walking stick from Ireland,
Okay.
and they have sort of that tar finish to them. They're really quite beautiful. They take like a year to make. You would know one if you saw one, and it's a handy weapon in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah,
in Dungeons and Dragons. Excuse me.
I know the one from Dungeons and Dragons.
But it's it's like it's a very it's a nice walking stick.
I'm gonna look up what a shillelagh is. I like this shirt.
Yeah,
That
it's a
this
handy
person
weapon
saw.
in general.
I can't keep calm. I'm Irish. Me.
2 to 3 years to make and intended as an everyone weapon. Yeah, they're light and hard, and they have they're really cool looking.
Shillelagh.
Someday I will go to Ireland.
I'd like to just travel out to the United States. Oh, IG message. I don't actually use Instagram anymore, so let me see if I can maybe get into that account. Tatsu. What's your boggle, my dude? You still got an hour. 45 minutes. You got 45 minutes until Din Din's. Instagram.
We do have a chimney.
Probably full of bots
and
now.
we do have a couple of large trees off them. I don't think they're oak trees. Yeah, I watched a video sometime back showing how they're made. It was very interesting. And yeah, it took a long time. The guy was making like, where are you wearing things like that? Interrupting the conversation.
Nice thorny shillelagh. Alright, I will grab that picture.
Gotcha. Okay, chat. How about the cat? Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna add this to my...
Speak to the crowd. Tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, of course now he doesn't want to say anything. Draw a shillelagh. And... Oh no! Here we go, here we go, here we're going now.
Yeah, shillelagh is okay. I think this is done. This is version 1. Save that.
Baby boy, you're being rude.
He's so sad.
He's so sad.
Okay.
And let me bring up version 2. Actually, first let me save this one. Save. I should probably fill in a couple of blanks.
He's just throwing a fit. Oh shoot, today's Jason Doobie's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Jason Doobie is the head of Scattered Comics. We've both done work for him.
Yeah. Bruh.
That's my morning voice. Morning voice for me. According to and according to Toxic.
I gotta send a thing.
Well, I didn't catch it on chat yet.
Yeah, I look away for like 5 seconds and then suddenly chat's full.
And you're welcome for posting the time-lapse videos. Yeah, those are totally meant to be downloadable. You can keep them and enjoy them for educational purposes and whatnot. They're fun to make.
What is
Australia comes with a lot of downsides, like everything trying to kill you. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of venom down there. Looking for a Uniview world. All the cats and dogs are genetically modified to have vocal cords. Oh, we've seen that. It's monstrous. It's called cats and dogs.
Ugh.
You know,
Okay.
It sounds like LA or New York. Yeah.
How about a boss side character?
Yeah, I've always preferred, like, when they started animating the mouths of dogs and cats in movies, it just never felt right. Because in reality, when they talk to each other, they don't move their lips like that. They use their mind powers. They communicate, psychically and stuff. And that always made more sense to me. Because I've never seen a dog talk like that.
Hey!
What was that movie we saw the other day?
Strays.
Strays. It was a fun movie.
There's a Jess in the chat. Hey Jess, I just sent you a thing on Blue Sky. On the Blue Skis. PortCon Maine is looking for artists.
Oh, did I break it? Computer saying telepathic pets that can talk to each other but not humans. Exactly, because humans don't have that. Hello, what's going on? Oh, here we go.
Oh, actually, I guess I'll announce this for anybody who's interested. So PortCon Maine is a convention in Maine. And I've been their convention artist for the last 4 years. And I no longer live in New England, so I kind of encourage them to, like, hey, I'm cool with doing artwork for as long as you guys are willing to tolerate me. But I also understand and encourage you guys that if you have a more local artist to like, and you want to give them a chance, like, please do.
And you were like, fuck local artists.
Like, I am a-okay stepping aside for more local artists. So they posted up an interest form. So if anybody here is interested in doing artwork for a convention, Pork on Main is an amazing show. Even if you're not like somebody who wants to do artwork for the convention, if you ever get a chance to go to the show, highly recommend. Yeah, it's
the biggest. It's at the biggest
they're
event center in Maine.
actually they're moving to a bigger event center, but
They got a bigger location.
yeah, they're too big for the DoubleTree now, so they're moving to the I think it's the Holiday Inn. So this is their last year where they're gonna be at the DoubleTree, and then they're moving to the next biggest location, which I'm pretty sure is the Holiday Inn. Maine, as far as I know, does not really have a proper convention center. And the one that they do have is in, like... God, I can't remember where. Patrick told me about it, but it's, like, far away and not a very accessible part of Maine. Yeah, Pork on Main's cool, and I'm actually really happy with a lot of the artwork that I've been doing for them this year. Actually, I'm gonna go to Google Drive and I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Let me pull up my drive so I can show you guys the children's badge. Alright, here's the children's badge. Oh, so here is the... I want to download it. Download. And download.
How's the fly? Is the fly okay?
Which fly?
Okay, so that enchilada accidentally smashed their glasses off their face while chasing the fly. The glasses are fine. They, however, are not. Take care of your nose. I hope your nose is good.
Yeah.
I have done that very thing.
Uh.
I probably need it off scot-free.
So this was the banner that I made for the they do themes every year, so this year's theme is space. So the two mascots, Mochi and Moxie. And this is the... Oh, why didn't the other one download? I said download! Why won't you download? I don't want that, I just want this to download. It's like, oh, you want this thing to download? Tough.
You want this to download? Who do you think we are? Stereoscope Comics?
It's like we're scanning for viruses. Bruh, it's my own stuff. Why are you so...
We don't know you.
We don't know you. It's my account, damn it! Watch, I'm gonna open it, it's gonna be like, we downloaded this like 50 times. Yeah, I like doing the artwork for Pork on Main. It's a cute little convention. I wish that I can, I wish I could make it out to the show, because part of the agreement is if you, do artwork for them, I'm just gonna screen cap this, because, dear God. If you do artwork for them, you get a free table. So yeah, this is the staff badge that I made for this year.
Okay, this looks much better. Save that. See the version of you.
And then
Fix that.
the convention store wanted a patch. So, this is the I sent them like 4 different designs, and this was the one they voted on. I'm a head out. Oh, I need to fix it. I just realized there's an error I need to fix. And then I'm working on all the other. I'm gonna get all part of what I'm doing while I'm house sitting is I'm gonna just finish all this artwork that I needed to do for PortCon Maine because I gotta get everything printed. And here's the children's badge. And I made these as the characters. I made them as separate separate files so that they can get these printed as like stickers and stuff because they like to take my artwork and make other things with it that they can sell at the merch store. And I get 1 of everything, or 2 in some case, because the patch I want I want 2 patches because one goes in the portfolio and the other one's gonna go in my backpack. Yeah, and that's what I've been working on. Thanks. But yeah, it looks like they're doing they're trying to find a new artist, which is yay. Somebody else is getting a chance to get the spotlight, but also, aw, I like doing the artwork for them. End of an era. Hey, 4 years is pretty good for. I don't think they've ever had an artist stay on for longer than a year. And I need to pick a hell of a boss character. It's probably gonna be Millie. Okay, Tatsu, you're being annoying. So you're gonna go to kitty jail. Come here, handsome little man. Yeah, the yellow between the horns is what I need to fix. It'll be a quick fix. Come here, handsome. Are you ready to read? Oh my god, so heavy now.
Okay, there we go. Alright, I'll save that. Version 2.
We need to get a scale so we can weigh him. I'm willing to bet that cat's like 12 pounds now.
Every time I flatten the layers, I spot something else I want to
I'll do Millie. It's between Millie and Luna. Okay. You're welcome, Jess.
Jess in the chat?
Yeah.
Hello, Jess.
Tim says hi.
I said.
I'll add it to the list. What's your request, Jess?
I think that looks better. Once again, this is version 2.
Cube Squash says hi.
Okay, I am way overthinking this. Which is what I do. I need to just save this and move on. I'm very pleased with this.
Kind of in your job description, too.
Yeah.
Thumbnail Chad. I'm gonna need a reference. That's gonna be the easiest request of the night. Thumbnail Chad. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, the green rope didn't work for me. I liked it, but it was too bright. And also, I'm just really bad with colors, so it's one of those things where I see something with color and I go, ooh, that's pretty. Am I the only person who likes that? Not quite as brave.
Tim overthinks it.
And I overthink things. But I think
Tim uses overthink.
I use overthink.
It's ineffective. Philly D-Day. I have not heard of Philly D-Day. What is Philly D-Day? Oh, that precious little idiot. No.
It's your girl, Kratos is in the house. We're just finishing up. We have two versions for you. The bonus version. There's version 1. There's version 2. Side to side proper. This was a fun one to work on. Ooh, man, now I know how people on the other side of the globe feel when they're watching my streams. It's been a busy week. Yeah, this was actually supposed to be done like a week ago. But long hair is always a challenge.
I have not heard of that. I feel like I just got trolled.
What did you get trolled on?
I got asked, Mel, did you hear about Philly D today?
Philly D today?
Apparently it's Philly D's nuts.
Oh.
Phil DeFranco? Tim seems accosted by that.
What about an accosted one?
Philly D's nuts.
I haven't watched Philly DeFranco. Phil DeFranco in a long time. All right. Well, Gratis, here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna get these files all put together, and probably tomorrow you're gonna get a zip file from me. It'll have both the pictures. It'll have the PSD file with all the layers, and it'll have time-lapse video as well. And you go through the time-lapse video and make sure it actually loaded in, because some of the things when I actually start to polish. Never mind about the time-lapse video, I did not hit record. Oh, yeah. These time-lapse videos are kind of for me, too, you know? It's really cool. Oh, alright. Cool thing is, we got two versions of a really cool drone. I was trying to do that hair glove thing. I think it worked. But I love her eyes. But I'll have a zip file put together for you. It'll still have the PSD file with all the layers, which is always fun to look through. In fact, I'll bring it up right now. But, I don't know if you guys can actually see the folder. I got the folder. So let's take a look and see how many layers we actually used here. Let's,
Hold on, excuse me, I need to get a broom. I'm hooked up to a wire.
oh. No, Oh man, we got a lot of layers. No, actually, not as many as I thought. So I'll go in, clean this up. Everybody says stop hurting yourself.
Well, tell me what to do, Cat.
And, is there...
I'm trying to do a pose, and the best way for me to figure out how to do a pose is I need something to kind of like.
Gotcha. Okay. I see what I mean. Good. Every time I save, I spot something and I'm like, oh, do I need to fix that? Is that something I need to fix? What is that? And every time. Okay, cool.
Hi, Goober, what are you doing?
Close that up.
Get your dindins.
Alright, so we got a finished mission. Awesome. Oh, that's what I need. I need to go to mission updates. Where's my progress sheet? Here it is. Got that.
I straight up went and got a broom to put on my shoulders to figure out how this this pose is supposed to work.
You're like a real artist. Not one of those fake ones you see on TV. Excuse me, like you see on YouTube.
I mean, it depends. If you ask the troll that was here a couple weeks ago, I'm not a real artist. I'm a fake one. God, that was so stupid. They're like, we're using a fake archer. Bro. You know what? I want her to hold the end of the axe instead of... Tatsu's so mad.
Tatsu demands more food. It's not dinner for another 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm liking doing this this update sheet, which was something I used to do a long time ago, and hadn't done it for a long time. And it's back, and I like it.
I don't actually like that hand placement.
Alright, no, it's pretty good. Have you picked or contacted the next commission to go into that slot? Not yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of these, and then I'm going to do another page or two of Black Label in between, along with the pages of Black Label I'm already working on. And then I'm going to take, I'm probably going to do 4 in the next batch. Just because I know that we're going to be doing a little bit more housework and some other stuff is going to be coming up. So I'm probably going to do 4 in the next one. It's probably going to be the month coming up next. Not next month, but the month after. So was it March?
March is ending. April's next month.
So yeah, probably the beginning of May. And any Mail Club members out there, Mail Club is going out on the 1st. It's going to be a double pack. A bunch of them went out single, and I got them all lined up, so a few people got their single. And the rest of them are going to go out double because it's just so close anyways. Postage is expensive. comic books last year. That's crazy. I'm super happy with this one. This was a
Yes.
drawing.
Yes, I do have something to draw on that. So after I draw Justice Thumbnail Chad, I'm gonna draw Enchilada and Collins fighting off trolls because they still have the banhammer. So, and I still needed to draw something the last time. I got busy. PortCon main artwork is due on the 31st, and I've been helping spackle, paint, and install flooring.
Oops, I missed that message. I gotta go back and run the chat real quick.
What are your thoughts on Millie having a bun in the oven as far as moms go? I wasn't too upset about it. I know that there was a whole lot of YouTube kept recommending videos to me about like, oh, Hell of a Boss is dead because of this choice. I'm never watching it again because of this. I'm like,
Oh,
it's character progression. Why can't she get pregnant? That's gonna be very interesting for character growth and story growth, and like that's gonna lead to so many interesting things. Like what happens when Moxie's dad finds out that he's got a grandkid? Fuck dealing with Moxie. I'll just take the kid.
But yeah, a lot of those videos where it's like, oh, this is the worst thing ever that could happen. They just want you to click the button and find out.
Yeah.
It turns out that's totally fine. Unless they're talking about Snow White, in which case.
This Snow White's just terrible.
Oh,
I've been seeing so many things about it.
oh man, it is getting so destroyed. And you want to hear the funny part?
What?
The one thing that everybody seems to agree on? The dwarves are actually the best part.
I heard Saber Spark said the dwarves were like the worst part because they were CG.
Yeah, they were CG. They look terrible. They're awful. They're awful, but they're also the fun part.
Compared to everything else in the movie.
Oh, I did that wrong. No wonder that looks weird. Where is... I didn't make that wide enough. Do that again. So everybody agrees that the dwarves are awful, but they're also the best part of the movie.
You said that you liked the dwarves. I said the dwarves were the best part of the movie. I didn't say that I liked them.
They were quite funny. Snow White makes me wonder if they did it intentionally. Maybe so they can claim no profit this year and not pay taxes. That's if they scrapped it. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to release it. It's like the Batgirl movie. They were able to take the right off of the Batgirl movie because they never released it. And apparently it got deleted.
I really hope that there's some kind of legislation in place soon that's like, because we know what it is. It's a new tax cheat scheme.
Well, here's the other thing. Like it or not, the live action movies.
Have a good night, Cube Squash.
They make billions. As bad as they are, they do make money. And it's like they just can't when. But it's always. I use a different example. When J.J. Abrams did Star Trek, I was not really enthusiastic about it because it's like, don't start over. Keep moving forward. Do the next Star Trek thing. Don't start Star Trek over. Do the next Star Trek thing. We had The Next Generation. We had Deep Space Nine. Enterprise and all the other ones. And Enterprise was a prequel. Voyager. Star Trek Voyager was really good, actually.
I have not seen any Star Trek. It got awkwardly quiet in here after I said that.
Oh, that's the other thing. Like, you look at, there's that video that's going around of all the different writers for the Marvel movies, and it's all of them saying, I was never a fan of the comic books. I never read the comic books. They told us to steer clear of the comic books. We actually didn't draw from the comic books. I've never actually read a comic book before. And it's like, why would you hire people who have never, who don't know anything about the source material?
I'm just saying, if anybody ever decides to make like an EC related movie or show or whatever, it's gonna be like, have you read the comic? Have you listened to me talk obsessively about these stupid characters? No? Then you don't get to cast Channing Tatum as Ian. Channing Tatum would not be a very good Ian.
But yeah, we're in this place where nobody can make anything new. They have to go back and remake old stuff. And they can recognize the things that are in it. It's like, oh, here are the parts, here are the pieces. But they don't understand the spirit of what makes it good. It's like the James Bond movies. I love James Bond movies. And the Daniel Craig James Bond movies started pretty good and then went off the rails for me. And the problem with the James Bond movies was that they took away the mystique. And they do that with a lot of stuff. They take away the mystique. We're going to answer all those questions that you always had. It's like, I don't want the answers. I don't want to know about James Bond's past. I want to guess. I want to theorize. I want to have conversations with my friends about where James Bond came from and MI6 and all that different stuff. But it's like, nope, here's his origin, here are the answers, and now you don't have to think about it anymore. You're right, I don't think about it anymore. I honestly don't think that much about James Bond at all anymore. I don't have any reason to be excited about James Bond. And it's like, oh, they're working on a new James Bond with Amazon. It's like, good for them. I hope it makes tons of money.
I made a very basic bitch axe.
When they did the Lord of the Rings thing, it's like, we're going to delve deep into Lord of the Rings. It's like, you're not delving deep. You're having conversations between characters that don't have to happen. That is the other thing. It's like, oh, look at me sitting on my soapbox talking about this. Let me read some of these comments and actually do some work here. Don't even get me started on Star Wars.
If you get started on Star Wars, we're gonna be here all damn night.
So Han Solo.
God damn it.
Studios do claim that the film didn't make a profit. Oh no, they're claiming it. That's the weird part, where they're like, the deception is so, it's clear as day. It's like, how can you be so blatant? You have like different reporters and reviewers saying, man, look how good this movie's doing. Everybody loves it. It's like, where are you getting that information? We're getting it from the studio that made the movie.
We're the greatest movie studio ever. No movie studio is better than Disney.
Of course we're the best. We own everything. For Star Trek, I'd like to see the Vulcan Apocalypse, the one that forced them to make logic into their religion. Yeah, I'm so nervous at the thought of any kind of prequel or backstory sort of thing. Like, push the story forward. But that would be interesting to explore a bit more. Do it. It sounds like even Kurtzman is saying, yeah, Star Trek is dead at this point.
Okay, down.
Oh man, I zoned out for a second there. Ooh. Wake up. Gotta cut loose. Foot loose.
So yeah.
I cannot believe I did not start the time lapse.
I can, because I've done that too.
Yes, and I was not so great. Alright, let me throw some lines down. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I can get these expressions figured out. Because I'm still not happy. Start small. They could bring Star Trek back, but they would have to take it away from the current team and give it to a fresh group of writers that actually know history. Yeah, they would basically have to remove everything from the past 10 years out of canon and go back to before they did. And like the whole J.J. Abrams universe, just cut it. It was its own thing. It was a couple. They got a few movies out of it. And just say, yeah, that was J.J. Abrams' interpretation. Who himself said, I was never a Star Trek fan. I never watched Star Trek. I was always a Star Wars fan. Yes, we know. There was a writer on, I don't remember if it was Twitter or Blue Sky, but they were talking about they had gotten a job with Marvel. And they were doing Punisher. And they were telling her, yeah, don't worry about researching the characters or doing anything fancy with the canon and connecting it to anything. Just write the story and make the comic and do your own thing and just sort of create the story that you want. Meanwhile, she's saying, I've been reading these comics my entire life, and I already know these characters, and I know what I want to do. I want to do this thing. And they're like, no, we don't want you to do that. We don't want to do that.
Did I ever send you the video of the guy talking about Bone?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched part of it.
We will watch that.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Yeah, we'll watch that after stream. It's pretty short, but he talks about
Why.
We watched something else from that guy.
I think it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's what we watched. But I watched a little bit of the Bone one. It's very interesting.
Yeah, well, they basically talk about how, like, yeah, Marvel and DC are, their numbers are in the toilet right now, but you know what sales are up? Indie press and manga. Like, manga is taking the world by storm.
You want to know I do have, like, a tinfoil hat theory.
Of course you do.
Yeah. And, like, I don't really take it seriously because I'm not a tinfoil hat kind of guy. But there is a part of me that's like, are they actually trying to kill off the big two industry so that something better can rise out of the indies? And I'm not saying that's a good thing, because I don't think it is. I think because this, for me, it started back in like 2010, because the writing and the art took this huge shift so far as Marvel and DC were concerned, especially Marvel, because Marvel suddenly had Disney money, so they could do whatever they want.
I was so mad when they got bought by Disney.
It's like, hey, we have Disney money. We can do whatever we want. We can hire any writers that we want. We can hire any artists that we want. And that was one of the things they stopped doing. They used to go to conventions and have, like, book reviews, not book reviews, portfolio reviews. And they would hire people right out of the artist alley. And they stopped doing that. And it became about, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, post your stuff, and we will find the people we want to work with. Which, on the one hand, that sounds good, but then you lose that personal interaction, where you have that young, inspired kid who's really into Marvel Comics and comes up with their portfolio that has their original ideas and their designs and everything. And it's very hard to turn somebody like that away. So they lose that personal connection. And then they're able to hire people who are like, you know, this person here is probably never even considered working for Marvel. We should hire them. Why? Because they're different. And different, you know, we can do whatever we want now because we get paid either way. There was an era of filmmaking back in the 60s when creatives were allowed to do whatever they wanted, and they made great stuff. Lucas, Spielberg, Coppola. But then, after Jaws, the studios took over again, but the creatives had made their impact. This sort of back and forth flow happens a lot in the industry. Yeah, and definitely the studios don't understand art. And they're bringing in artists who don't understand the genre. It's like, why would you have somebody who's never worked in the superhero genre write a superhero comic book? And make a movie about superheroes. It's like, I've never, you know.
Well, I mean, sometimes people can do really cool, inventive things by switching into a different thing. Not completely,
But that's kind of the exception. It's like, oh yeah, you can definitely capture lightning in the bottle. Have somebody come in, it's like, wow, I never considered working on something like this, but I'm really digging it.
Well,
people really like it.
Yeah, I'm specifically thinking of like Jordan Peele. Like, he was known as like, oh, he's just that funny guy from Comedy Central. It's like, actually, he does really good horror movies.
But he was a fan of horror, and he knew he wanted to do that. So it was very much him getting the opportunity that he wanted, rather than bringing somebody in who was like, hey, we want you to write a superhero comic for Marvel. We want you to write X-Men or something like that. It's like, I've never read X-Men. I saw some of the cartoons when I was a kid. I managed to almost wash my car key with the washing. I'd stuck it in my pocket of my jumper in the washer and then realized what I'd done.
Whoops.
Oh my word,
Hi, Mama.
Played that game. Done that, got the t-shirt.
I had a lighter in my pocket. I don't smoke. I just have a lighter in case I need to light something on fire.
You want to know what that is? That's like, because I have some tools and things I carry around in my pocket on the regular.
Hi, Mama.
I have a Zippo lighter. I have a flashlight, a tiny flashlight, which has saved my butt several times. And I don't carry these things because I smoke and have a flashlight a lot.
Baby.
I carry them so I have superpowers.
I like being that prepared person. I was always that person that has like everything in my backpack.
It's like having a superpower. It's like I can create fire.
I have a headache. Do you need Tylenol or ibuprofen? Man, I wish I had some tweezers. Eyebrow tweezers or splinter removing tweezers. Just call it ain't easy being tweezy. I'll see myself out.
This expression is looking pretty good. I like where this is. Yeah, that's too early on.
Oh yeah, but I had I had a lighter in my pocket and it made it through the wash and the dry cycle and it still worked.
GM pulled out of Australia?
Yeah, I need to fix my con case and update it with some stuff. But Riley, no! Now I remember why I got a wireless mic.
So you can be free.
Because I've clotheslined myself once, and Riley just clotheslined herself and almost took me with her.
Oh, man. Everyone's leaving Australia.
What's going wrong in Australia? Besides spiders.
Well, it's a limited market. it is an island, and most of it is not.
Australia is a continent.
It is a continent, but it's still an island.
Yeah, it is far away from everything.
Yeah, and most of it is not populated. It has major population centers, and then spots scattered about. But who knows? Maybe I mean, I'm not a business person. I don't know. There could be any number of things. Maybe they have really strict regulations now.
I know
All
the
the steel and coal and uranium and everything, it all gets exported. Total population is about the size of New York City.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to believe that there is a outbreak of just really scary spiders, like from infested.
We literally send iron and coal to China and import it back as from steel. That is insane. That is horrific.
So Reddit likes to recommend random stuff to me. It's just like, oh, you might be interested in the Indiana subreddit. Indiana. It's been recommending Indiana, Minnesota, and Tennessee recently.
Because you talked about traveling cross country.
And it also recommends to me Australia sometimes. So I've been learning about how Australia also has a housing crisis and like trouble with getting jobs and stuff. I'm like, oh, they're just like us here in the States. This appears to be a global issue.
There's this one song on the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. I believe it's called Mushroom Hunting.
Yeah.
And in the song, the singer starts naming off different places around the world: Sicily, Tijuana, Africa, Osaka, Indonesia, and basically just runs down the list. And I swear that I started getting like travel Indonesia stuff because of that song.
Whoop.
The world has gone mental. Texas, come. Sicily, Australia, come to Texas.
Don't go to Texas.
Depends on who you talk to.
I haven't seen Infested either. I did, I watch a couple of, horror YouTubers who, just give very good, analysis of horror movies. And I can't watch all the horror movies. And, there's one that I've been watching recently, Rockland Graves, and he reviews a lot of foreign, horror movies. I believe Infested is one of those horror movies from like France or something, but it's about this guy that collects. That's right, Ray. He collects species of spiders, and they escape in this apartment complex. And as they bite and eat, they get bigger.
Is it like Attack the Block with the spiders?
I don't know what that is.
You need to watch that.
There's a lot of things we need to watch.
The movie called Attack the Block, and I just heard nothing but praise for it.
We've
I saw a trailer and it looked awesome.
we've got a queue of library movies we still need to watch. Oh, I got cat hair at my nose. So the cats are getting their
It really depends on whereabouts in July, because there are parts that are super progressive and there are parts that are less. It just depends on where you are. And most people just want to be left alone. in my experience. But yeah, California's crazy. Party hardy out here.
Well, not really. We moved the housewarming party to June.
Yeah.
Oh, Jess, if you decide to come visit us in June, you might be here for the housewarming party. Which Lee now wants to do, because we were going to do one for April, but then Lee suggested moving it to June, early July. I'm just like, yeah, we can do a Mel Lee housewarming birthday party.
I'm gonna make my famous roll roast surprise.
I'm gonna make a lot of lemon stuff.
I say roll roast surprise, but it's just a roll.
I'll make ribs. I like ribs.
Or we can do lips. Can't do both.
Says who? The government? God can fight me. He had to give me ADHD because I would have conquered him in hand-to-hand combat if he didn't. My God, I'm thirsty. I'll make lemon bars. I will find the eggs to make lemon bars.
Egg prices should be down again by then, hopefully.
Hopefully we'll get a Costco membership by then. I'm almost done with Millie.
It's always less of a state thing and more of a neighborhood thing, honestly.
Like Oakland. There's some really pretty places in Oakland.
Yeah, and there are some places you don't go to. Did I tell you about that time that I did the show in Richmond, and it was kind of a rough neighborhood, and I asked the guy if I could park my car in his driveway, and he basically lifted up his pant leg and showed me that he had a big ass knife there, so there won't be a problem.
No, I did not know that story.
Yeah, Richmond has some rough spots. Super nice people, just like, hey, you know, the neighborhood around here is rough.
When I was doing WonderCon, there was a table that I think it was my first WonderCon. I ended up befriending the guy at the table next to me, and he's a director, voice actor, like indie dude, and he was telling me about how he was filming something in Oakland, and he's like standing outside at like 2 or 3 in the morning, like, yeah, and he was not in a good part of Oakland, so he's standing out there trying to waiting for whoever was supposed to pick him up, and one of his friends drove up and was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get in the car. You should not be standing out here at this time of night. Oh my God, the fact that you haven't been shot yet is surprising."
Yep.
I'm like, oh, damn. Every time I've been to Oakland, it's been delightful.
Yeah, well, it depends on where you're going. You know? It's down to neighborhood. Really.
I have not been
Depends on what
to
neighborhood you're in.
I have not been to a scary part of Oakland yet.
And honestly, it's usually a residential area because it's like, hey, this is our home, this is our neighborhood. Keep out.
I have been to scarier parts of San Francisco. By the way, the Tenderloin, San Francisco, it is scary. We walked through there accidentally once.
Yeah, I remember I was going to the Olympic Club, which is a really nice place, and I had to walk up this hill to get to it. And I'm looking at the map, and it's like I can either take this road, which is going to go straight up the hill, or I can take this road, which also goes straight up the hill, but I don't have to make a turn, so it's a little bit shorter, a straight shot. I'll take that one, and that was a mistake. Because immediately the buildings went from nice to not, and the neighborhood got really rough really quick. And I'm wearing a suit. I have a silver briefcase, and I just keep walking straight. Just don't stop for nothing. It was fine, but it was a little rattling. Just depends on where you are and the time of day. I'm still shocked. Like, I was driving home from work, and it was like, it was early. It had to be like 2 in the morning or something like that.
Recently, or?
This was years ago.
Okay.
But I was getting home late. It was like 2 in the morning. It was Thursday night, I think. It was a Thursday night. And I'm walking, and I'm driving, and I see a group of kids walking down the sidewalk.
Children?
Children. Like 7th and 8th grade.
Teeny boppers.
Yeah, teeny boppers. And it's like, it's 2 or it's 2 in the, it's a school night. What are you doing walking around 2 o'clock in the morning? Grown ass adult. I wouldn't walk around 2 o'clock in the morning around here.
My parents would have ended me if I was walking around it.
It's like, where are your parents? Do they even care? I remember mentioning it to Doug, and Doug's like, "Oh man, I loved doing that when I was a kid. Sneak out and do that and stuff, and just walk around the neighborhood and everything." It's like,
was this the guy from San Francisco that has like just needs to like just talk with people and stuff?
No,
That's a different guy.
Different guy. Although this guy definitely needs to talk. No, it's this is Oh, did I say Doug?
You said Doug.
I did not mean Doug. I meant Hank at the dinner theater.
Oh, okay. I met Hank.
Yeah, he mistook you for my life.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I was filming.
I'm pretty sure he figured it out, and he just never mentioned it again. Just kept moving forward.
It's so like, never met this dude before, and I'm filming footage for Tim's thing, which I need to add the footage to my computer and start going through it because.
Oh yeah, you need promo video pretty soon.
Yeah, we're no longer actively moving. I think I have some time to look through the footage. Finally,
I've got.
I might need to do one more visit to the theater.
Business card here on my post-it thing here. So as soon as I'm all ready, reach out to them, start working.
I'm gonna have to probably do one more trip with you to get footage.
I'm going to have that be on the night when I'm actually headlining.
Yeah, and I'll make sure that I have my stuff better set up, cause, or maybe I'll just get a better camera or something, cause my little one's not as great as, or you know what? I'm gonna steal my dad's camera, and then I'll bring it back to him.
You'll borrow it without asking.
Well, I'll ask him. It was like, the dehydrator, yeah, I'll take that without asking. The, like, $800 really nice video camera, I'm gonna make sure I ask him. Also, because he'll give me accessories to use that would be way better. But yeah, I was taking footage at one of Tim's shows to help make a promo video, and one of Tim's friends, who's also a magician, was there, and he never met this man before. I've heard stories of him, but he walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, it's good to see you. It's been so long." He pulls me and gives me a hug, and I'm like, hi, I've never met you before. Completely ignored me and just like, anyways.
He knew what he did. He never said anything or he just kept moving.
It's like, conceal, don't feel, don't let her know.
That's where conceal, don't feel comes from. This one guy. And he's from New England originally.
New England or New York? Because I thought he said he was from New York.
Oh, excuse me, you're right.
Yeah,
He's from New York.
Yeah, if you say New York is New England, I made that mistake once. You will get reamed.
Oh, yeah, sure.
New York is not New England.
It definitely is not.
Connecticut wishes that it was part of New England. Technically, it's a part of New England, but the way I hear it, Connecticut is like New England light. It's more New York. Oh my god, I'm almost done with Millie.
Oh, conceal, don't feel. Everybody knows it from Frozen, but I'm pretty sure they stole it from this guy.
Yeah.
If nothing else, he embodied it.
Yeah, he just... Don't let her know.
Don't let anybody know. Just keep moving. They've already forgotten about it by now. If not, I don't have to hear about it. It's like that, there was this guy, he's a fake psychic, and he got exposed on national television, and next day he just pretended like nothing ever happened, and his career continued on with no changes.
Hi, Mama. Are you being a goofy girl?
I've been enjoying watching those videos of fake martial artists getting exposed. That's been a lot of fun. And then the next day, they're right back to doing what they did before, like nothing changed.
Steven Seagal.
At least he's an actor. I mean, a performer. But yeah, he's ridiculous. I remember the moment, because I used to enjoy Steven Seagal movies. You know, it's like, I know this is bad, but it's like Twilight for guys. You know, it's like cake made entirely out of frosting.
I've never seen a Steven Seagal movie. I watched...
Some of them are fun.
I listened to the Behind the Bastards of Steven Seagal and was just like, oh, that guy sounds problematic. Oh, that's horrifying. There's a new Behind the Bastards that I need to listen to. God, what was it? It was like a... I'm gonna look it up because it was ridiculous. I showed my phone to Lee to be like, what the fuck is this?
What was it?
I'm looking it up. It's a new Behind the Bastards episode that I need to watch. If you never listened to Behind the Bastards, it's an excellent, what's it called? Podcast. Oh, so it's, the Zizians, how Harry Potter fanfic inspired a death cult.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I. Yeah, the Behind the Bastards episode, where they were talking about Steven Seagal, the dojo in Japan that certified him, quote unquote, in Aikido was like a family friend of, or it was like his first wife's dad or something, and he basically was like, yeah, sure, I'll give you a thing of Aikido, no problem. And then he went and cheated on his wife, like, immediately after getting married. yeah, so I need to listen to that Behind the Bastards episode. Also, Behind the Bastards, just they have so many like funny inside jokes. You can tell who listens to Behind the Bastards if they talk about how like they want to drive around in a windowless white van and shooting problematic celebrities with super soakers full of piss. And how Jamie Loftus is definitely not responsible for stabbings in like the specific town in Iowa. It's a terribly interesting podcast. There are a lot of bastards out there. They have no shortage of people to do episodes of.
I am running out of steam.
You're running out of steam. I set my live stream to end at like 8 because I thought that I would be out of steam, but I'm holding pretty tight. And I've got 2 more requests, and then I wanted to draw that one picture, which I might just draw at a different time.
I'm gonna have to call this stream for now. Oh, it is 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cats need to be fed too.
But I'm
Riley's doing really good. Tatsu, on the other hand, is still crying.
gonna fall asleep. It's a big day. Big week.
No,
It's been a big week.
no sleep, only work. God, I remember a time where I used to be like, oh, I don't need sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
I could do that last year. It's just lately, and just I got a lot on my plate. This has been awesome. It's been a good year for comics so far. And, this is coming along really good. Val's looking good, and the next page is going to be hilarious, I hope. And probably it's going to be hilarious. I find it hilarious.
You hope and pray.
And
Let me see something real quick.
I'm going to do one more thing here real quick.
No, I don't like that.
Because I want to. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like.
There's a Millie.
I'll do that then. Gonna save this. I'm gonna leave this on my screen because it's always fun to open the screen and to discover, hey, look at this cool thing. It's a great way to start a drawing session. Yeah, Gwen's gonna be coming up in another dozen pages, I think.
Oh, why did I put 2?
Yep, I'm gonna go rest. Yeah, we finished the commission tonight. I believe yours is next in line. We just need to put the bangs in. And I think there were a couple other things in notes out with lingerie. And just really that high. I'm very excited to see this in final form. And I don't know when the next stream's going to be. Definitely doing one next Wednesday, same time. I'm going to try to do a morning stream at some point. And when I say morning, I mean morning stream early. But I don't know when that's going to be. I will obviously make a big announcement when I do. Until then, this is a picture of Val I'm working on for the next page. I cannot wait to see it. And we just finished the second commission. That's 2 down. 4 projects to go. One of them I'm working on right now. And yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest and work on this again tomorrow. do it on weekdays? Sure. Yes, I'm gonna try to do a weekday stream. Not sure when yet. I will definitely announce it. Big and loud, brother. Big and loud. Here we go. Alright. Good night,
Hi,
everybody.
Mama.
Thanks for coming in, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.
Bye. I'ma still stream. Because I got 2 more requests.
Yeah, you good at this stuff.
And then
I'm getting better.
it is 9:30 and I gotta do chores and stuff. I think I'll finish those 2 and then the enchilada Colin draws fight off trolls thing I'm gonna work on later. I know, Mama. Because technically it wasn't a request, it was just a fun thing that I was gonna draw.
I finished the commission. I am so happy. I did what I set out to do.
The start of this shillelagh kind of looks like a alien antenna.
Is it dinner time? It's
Okay. So what you're gonna do is after you feed the cat dinner, you're gonna go find that that video that I said that you were gonna watch.
And I'm also gonna drink. I'm also gonna eat this candy bar. I may very well finish the milk in the fridge.
Cool.
Come on, Kitty.
My love, you gonna get din-dins. Tim got sleepy.
Well, we might have run out of tea for, what do you call it? But I think we have enough. Oh.
You've been slacking. Tim request. What's a Tim?
Are they requesting something with me?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a.
Is that what a Tim request is?
I don't know if it's a request for your attention or if it's a you make a request of something for me to draw. Either way, I'm finishing these 2 and then I'm gonna call it quits because it's almost 10 o'clock and
Oh, hey, hi, Jessica. Oh, enchilada. We were just hanging out.
yeah, you've been jumping back and forth from streams.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I guess Riley's all bottle brushed now. It's so cute when her tail goes bottle brushed. And she does it like she does it when she's upset, but she also does it when she's just excited for something. So whenever she gets her favorite freeze-dried chicken treats, her tail immediately starts poofing up in anticipation. And it's just the cutest little silliest thing. I feel like the shillelagh stick needs something. Oh, a drawing of Tim. I draw Tim all the time. He's a very silly subject. And then I'm gonna draw this. I don't know, it feels like there needs to be like a just angry goblin old guy holding the shillelagh. And that was... I don't know, I just felt weird having just a shillelagh there, so I put a little goblin dude. Goblin dude needs a name. What should we name him, chat? Give him some feats. Harold the Pearler, or the Peeler. Nug Nug the Destroyer of Pantries. Damn, I really liked Nug Nug. Here, you know what? Nug Nug. He needs a bag of chips, since he's the destroyer of pantries. No thoughts, head empty. Harold the Peeler, Jawa, and Nug Nug the Pantry Destroyer. The Destroyer of Pantries, my bad. We did it, gang. This was a group effort. Okay, now I gotta draw thumbnail chat and then I gotta do packing. Because I got to go out of town tomorrow. Alright, now I gotta draw thumbnail Chad. This is gonna be test of my abilities. The headliner sketch. Okay. Him and Ian have very similar hair. And Nathan, because, you know. I'm gonna have some fun with this, because what fun would it be if I just did a copy of what Jess draws? What am I missing? I don't know where his tattoos are. So I'm just gonna fake it. It's funny because they're drumsticks. This is the headliner, my boy. Let's see if I can draw the other guys from memory. Let's see. May attempt at thumbnail Dante.
Ah! Not up my nose!
Bandad. He's gonna be the hardest one to remember. That's what I think that is. Okay, that's a good little pile of drawings right there. I'm gonna draw the other one and add some other doodles to it, and then I'll be sharing this online. But thanks for coming, guys, and for indulging me with some very silly doodles. Oh. So I will not be doing live streams next week because I will not have my live stream set up with me to do live streams. But I will be back in the second week of April. So the next live stream is going to be Tuesday, April 8th. Yes, I will see you guys soon. I will, despite I'm house sitting, so I'm just gonna be hanging out, feeding cats and stuff. But, also catching up on shows that I need to catch up on, so, party continues in the Discord if there's any shows that I should try catching up on the Primes or the Netflixes. I'm gonna have access to those, so I'm gonna catch up on some shows like the second season of Squid Games. and working on artwork. Alright. Take it easy. See you guys later. Thanks for coming. Plenty of YouTube. Definitely gonna be doing that. Alright. Take it easy, guys. Oh, yes, Invincible. Gotta finish Invincible or catch up with it.